projects. In this video, we are going to explain about the project title Prediction Model for Common Mental Disorder and Depression in Uses of Psychoactive Drugs. Before diving into the execution, let me give you an overview of the project. Common mental disorders like anxiety and depression affect many people and can really affect how they feel. When we look at people who use drugs that affect their brain, it's important to understand how the drugs and mental health interact. Depression is especially important here because it makes people feel really sad and uninterested in things. Using these drugs can make depression worse. It's crucial to understand and help people with these mental health issues, especially if they are using drugs, because it's not easy for them. The project aims to develop a predictive model to identify common mental disorders and depression in psychoactive drug users. It analyzes socio-demographic, drug usage, and clinical data to improve early detection and understanding of mental health conditions in this group, enhancing intervention and support strategies. Traditional methods of figuring out if someone has mental health issues like anxiety or depression, especially if they are using drugs, usually involve talking to them or having them fill out forms. But sometimes people don't tell the whole truth or they might not realize what's going on themselves. These methods don't always consider how the drugs they are using might affect their mental health. So, we need better ways like using computers to predict who might need help early on. In the base paper, the author has proposed different machine learning algorithms like KNN, K-nearest neighbor, MLP, multi-layer perceptron, SVM, support vector machine, LDA, linear discriminant analysis, QDA, quadratic discriminant analysis, Navy LDA, Navy QDA, extreme learning machine, and random forest with principal component analysis PCA for dimensionality reduction. This combination aims to develop a robust predictive model for identifying common mental disorders and depression among psychoactive drug users, enhancing early detection and intervention strategies within this population. The project extension includes constructing machine learning algorithms like KNN, K-nearest neighbor, MLP, multi-layer perceptron, support vector machine, linear discriminant analysis, quadratic discriminant analysis, Navy LDA, Navy QDA, extreme learning machine, and random forest without PCA, and implementing a voting classifier without PCA. This setup enables comparison of algorithm performance with and without dimensionality reduction, improving evaluation of their effectiveness in predicting common mental disorders and depression among psychoactive drug users. The predictive model benefits psychoactive drug users by enabling early detection and intervention for common mental disorders and depression while providing healthcare professionals with efficient screening tools. Mental health organizations can tailor resources, policymakers can inform public health strategies, and researchers gain insights into the interplay between substance use and mental health, ultimately improving outcomes for this population. Front-end integration. Flask is like a lightweight web framework for creating websites using Python. We use it in this project to make a website where people can interact with the project. With Flask, we can set up features like sign up and sign in using a simple database called SQLite. Users can select the options for analysis. Flask helps to manage all these interactions by directing them to the right parts of our project where the selections will be processed and predictions are made. This way, users can easily use our project through a web browser, thanks to Flask making everything work smoothly together. To implement this project, we need software and hardware requirements. Software requirements of the project are: application is Anaconda, primary language is Python, front-end framework is Flask, back-end framework is Jupyter Notebook, database is SQLite 3, front-end technologies used in the project are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap 4. Hardware requirements of the project are operating system of Windows, processor of Wi-Fi and above, RAM of 8 GB and above, hard disk of 25 GB and above. Algorithms used: these are the algorithms which are proposed in the base paper by the author, which are k nearest neighbor KNN, multi-layer perceptron MLP, support vector machine SVM, linear discriminant analysis LDA, quadratic discriminant analysis QDA, Navy LDA, Navy QDA, extreme learning machine ELM, and random forest with PCA, which is with principal component analysis. And as an extension, we have proposed all these algorithms without PCA. We have built all these algorithms with and without PCA to compare the performance with different evaluation metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, and FN score. And here, the voting classifier outperformed the other algorithms, and that is the reason we have deployed it in the front end. So let me explain you what voting classifier is. A voting classifier is an ensemble machine learning technique that combines the predictions of multiple individual classifiers to make a final prediction. It can be used for both classification and regression tasks. In classification, the final prediction is typically determined by a majority vote, hard voting, or by averaging the predicted probabilities, soft voting from the individual classifiers. In the project, the voting classifier is employed as part of the predictive model. It combines the predictions from various machine learning algorithms such as k nearest neighbor KNN and random forest RF to make a final prediction about whether an individual is likely to have a common mental disorder or depression based on their socio-demographic and clinical data. By integrating the predictions from multiple classifiers, the voting classifier enhances the overall accuracy and reliability of predictive model. It leverages the strengths of different algorithms, compensating for individual weaknesses and uncertainties, ultimately improving the model's ability to identify individuals at risk of mental health issues among users of psychoactive drugs. This approach enables more effective early detection and intervention strategies within the specific population, contributing to better mental health outcomes. Now let us execute the project. To execute this project, first we need to open the code folder which contains the project source code files. So here, this is the static folder. This folder consists of files related to CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. This is the templates folder. This folder contains all the HTML pages used in the project. It includes files like index.html, about.html, and more, which represent different pages of the website. This is app.py file. This .py file contains the information related to front-end logic. It includes code written in Python that handles server-side operations such as processing user requests, interacting with the database, and generating dynamic content to be rendered in the HTML templates. And here, this is the model file which contains algorithm information which will be loaded into the project code during runtime. This is notebook.ipynb file. This is a Jupyter Notebook file which contains a combination of code, graphs, and outputs all in one place. It allows users to write and execute code in individual cells, making it a popular choice for data science. And here, this is signup.db file. This file is a database file used to store user information. And here, this is the dataset file. And these are the parameters representing symptoms and behaviors related to mental health disorders, including anxiety, panic, depression, and PTSD. They encompass feelings of nervousness, panic attacks, rapid breathing, sweating, concentration, difficulties, insomnia, hopelessness, anger, overreaction, eating changes, suicidal thoughts, fatigue, social media addiction, weight gain, material possession, obsession, introversion, intrusive memories, nightmares, avoidance, negative emotions, trouble concentrating, and self blame. And here, this is the target variable in which we have the different disorders for common mental disorders and depression. Some of them are anxiety, depression, loneliness, stress, and normal. And this data set is used to train the models. Now, let us go back to the code folder. And here we have the test cases which we will use during the execution. So here we can see these are the parameters, and here this is the target variable in which we have the different disorders: normal, anxiety, depression, loneliness, and stress. Let's go back to the code folder. Now we need to copy the path of the code folder from the address bar of the file explorer. So here I'm copying the path. Now open the Anaconda prompt. Use the cd command followed by a space and paste the copied path and hit enter. This command is used to change the current directory to the code folder's path. Compile the app.py file using the command python space app.py. So here I'm typing python space app.py and hit enter. This command will execute the Python script and perform a runtime check for any syntax errors or logical issues. After running the app.py file, the Flask framework will host the application locally at the default address localhost, which is this, and port, which is this. Now copy this local link provided by the Flask framework. I'm copying the link and paste this copied link into any web browser. I usually prefer Google Chrome and hit enter. The homepage of the project is displayed in the browser. This is the front end built using Flask framework. If we are new users, we need to register first. So click on sign up link here. So here we need to enter all these details to register. But I have already registered. So click on sign in. So here we need to enter the username and the password, which are static, and then click on sign in button. We have logged in successfully and we are redirected to the prediction page. So here, these are the parameters which represent symptoms and behaviors related to mental health disorders. So here we need to select the options. The first parameter is feeling nervous. So here I'm selecting as no because the person is not feeling nervous. Panic is also no. Breathing rapidly, no. Sweating, no. Trouble in concentration is also no. Having trouble in sleeping, no. The person is not having trouble in sleeping, not even having trouble with work. That's why no. Hopelessness, no. Anger issues, no. Overreact, no. Change in eating, no. Suicidal thoughts, no. The person is not having any suicidal thoughts, nor there is change in eating, and there are no anger issues also. Feeling tired, no. Close friend, no. Social media addiction, no. Weight gain, no. There is no weight gain in the person, nor he's addicted to the social media, nor he's feeling tired. Material possessions, no. Introvert, no. Popping up, stressful memory, no. Having nightmares is also no. Avoids people or activities? No. The person doesn't avoid any people nor the activities. Feeling negative? No. Trouble concentrating? No. Blaming yourself? No. So here, this person is not having any of these symptoms, and that is the reason we have selected no. So now click on submit button. So here we can see the result for the given input is normal condition. So the person is in a normal condition. He or she is not suffering with any common mental disorder or depression. Now let us enter or select options for another set of person. So here I'm selecting these symptoms for another person. Feeling nervous, yes. So here the person is nervous. Panic, yes. The person is panic. Breathing rapidly, yes. Sweating is also yes. Trouble in concentration, yes. Having trouble in sleeping, yes. So here we can see that the person is nervous and he's breathing rapidly and also sweating, and he's even having trouble in sleeping. Having trouble with work, no. So the person is not having any trouble with the work. Hopelessness is also no. Anger issue, anger, no. Overreact, no. Change in eating, no. There is no change in eating, nor he is having any anger issues. Suicidal thoughts, also no. Feeling tired is also no. Close friend, no. Social media addiction is also no. Weight gain, no. There is no weight gain for this person, nor he is feeling tired, nor he is addicted to social media. Material possession, no. Introvert, no. He's not an introvert. Popping up stressful memory, no. Having nightmares, no. Avoids people or activities, no. Feeling negative, no. Trouble concentrating, again, no. Blaming yourself, no. So here we can see we have selected few yes for some of these symptoms and many no for the others. So now click on submit. So here we can see the result, that is anxiety condition. So here this person is suffering from anxiety condition. Anxiety is a normal and often healthy emotion. However, when a person feels disproportionate levels of anxiety or it becomes chronic, it may indicate an anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorders are characterized by excessive worry, fear, or nervousness, which can interfere with daily activities and relationships. Physical symptoms such as rapid heartbeat, sweating, and trembling, and trouble concentrating may also accompany anxiety. Now, let us select the options for another person. So, here I'm selecting the options for one more person. Feeling nervous, no. Panic, no. Breathing rapidly, no. Sweating is also no. Trouble in concentration, no. Having trouble in sleeping, no. So here the person is not having any trouble in sleeping, nor he is feeling nervous, and breathing is also fine. There is no sweating and there is no trouble in concentration also. Having trouble with work, yes. The person is having trouble with the work. Hopelessness, yes. Anger, yes. Overreact, yes. Change in eating, yes. There is change in eating. Suicidal thoughts, yes. So the person is having suicidal thoughts, and there is change in eating, and there's also trouble with the work. Feeling tired? No. Close friend? No. Social media addiction? No. Weight gain? No. Material possessions is also no. Introvert? No. Popping up stressful memory? No. Having nightmares? No. Avoids people or activities? No. Feeling negative? No. Trouble concentrating? No. Blaming yourself? No. So here the person is having few symptoms and few are normal. Now click on submit button. So here we can see the result. It is depression. So the person is suffering with depression. Based on the inputs which we have provided, we can see the result has depression. Now let us check for one more person. So I am entering the options for one more person. So, feeling nervous? No, the person is not feeling nervous. Panic? No. Breathing rapidly? No. Sweating is also no. Trouble in concentration? No. Having trouble in sleeping? No. Having trouble with work? No. Hopelessness is no. Anger is also no. Overreact? No. Change in eating? No. Suicidal thoughts? No. So here the person is not having any suicidal thoughts, nor he is feeling nervous. There is no change in the sleep. Feeling tired? Yes. So the person is feeling tired. Close friend? Yes. Social media addiction? Yes. Weight gain? Yes. So the person is addicted to social media and there is a gain in the weight. Material possessions, yes. Introvert, yes. So the person is introvert, addicted to social media. Popping up stressful memory, no. There are no stressful memory. Nightmares, no. Avoids people or activities, no. Feeling negative, no. Trouble concentrating is no. Blaming yourself, no. So we can see that some are no, some are yes, and again some are no. So I have entered all these options from the test cases itself. So now click on submit button. So here we can see the result, which is loneliness condition. So the person is feeling lonely. Based on the parameters which we have selected, we can say that the person feels lonely. And feeling lonely is not at all a good condition. So the person should come out of it as soon as possible. Now let us select options for one more person. So here, feeling nervous, no. Panic, no. Breathing rapidly is also no. So the person doesn't feel nervous, nor the person is having any panic. Breathing rapidly is also no. Sweating, no. Trouble in concentration, no. Having trouble in sleeping, no. Having trouble with work, no. There is no trouble in concentration, and the sleep cycle is also perfectly fine, and there is no trouble with the work. Hopelessness, no. Anger, no. Overreact, no. Change in eating, no. Suicidal thoughts, no. Feeling tired, no. Close friend, no. Social media addiction, no. Weight gain is also no. Material possessions is also no. Introvert, no. So here we can see the person is not an introvert and there is no change in eating, and the person is not even having any suicidal thoughts, and he's the person is not even addicted to social media, and there is no weight gain also. Popping up stressful memory, yes. So here the person is having, stressful memory and having nightmares, yes. The person even gets the nightmare, avoids people or activities, yes. Feeling negative, yes. Trouble concentrating, yes. Blaming yourself, yes. So here we can see that the person is blaming himself or herself, and the person is getting nightmares, and the person is feeling negative. Now click on submit button. So here we can see it is a stress condition. So based on the options which we have selected, the person is suffering with stress. So in this way, just by selecting the options, we can predict whether the person is having any common mental disorder or not. Now click on logout link here. So in this project, we have built various machine learning algorithms with and without PCA to identify common mental disorder and depression in psychoactive drug users. The project is crucial as it facilitates early detection and intervention for mental health issues among psychoactive drug users, enabling targeted support and reducing stigma associated with substance use and mental health disorders. And we identified that voting classifier outperformed the other algorithms, and that is the reason we have deployed it in the front end.
Thank you for watching video. For more projects please visit our website www.trueprojects.in. For updates on latest project videos, please visit True Projects YouTube channel and subscribe.